Hi everyone, let's see what your reading is today. This is a timeless reading, so feel free to revisit this anytime that you want. The bottom of the deck, the card that just slid out, is the number 7. That may be significant to you, and it's Divine Feminine. It says magnetic receptive power. And I'm getting this feeling when I look at this card of the suppression of the Divine Feminine. The suppression. See the light here? I feel as if she's suppressing it rather than receiving. There's a feeling of controlling that. Maybe it's rooted through, well, I see it's rooted through the mind. Seems to be something that feels like your guides are trying to penetrate into your, it feels like into your field. It's like they're trying to get themselves seen. I'm seeing the number 2. This could be, well, it feels secondary, so it's not the primary guide, it's the secondary guide. And so I'm saying somehow it's like 2 and the number 2. So it's like a secondary guide or something like that, where they're trying to connect with you, trying to speak to you, but it's because they're trying to advise you. And you're somehow focused on something to do with your current environment that you're not necessarily perceiving them. Hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. So I see 5 and 2, 52, and it goes back again to the number 7. And the hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. I'm seeing this as an emphasis again on that hidden element, the unseen element that your guides are trying to make more seen. We have perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, a common ground, and I can feel from that card this perspective of feeling out of this world, feeling out of these elements. Your guides are really trying to keep you in that elevated state of being in order to access this information on a continuous type of flow. I'm asking why, and we have portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card, and I see this as bonus, this feeling of like the wild card, like a bonus, right? And this, you decide, it's like, this is a very prosperous time for you. This is a very strong time I'm seeing in well, it seems to be astrologically strong, because they're showing me the emphasis on you coming to Earth. So they're showing astrology, right? They're showing the planetary alignment, the cosmic alignment, and then you entering at a particular frequency. When you entered into this world, you were born here. They're showing this and how there's a frequency shift that is a powerful it's just aligned powerfully with where you are currently. And it's access. I'm seeing this as significant access. And I'm asking, when I say access, are you having me say the word access as an ACCESS or AXIS? Which axis are you saying? And again, there's this emphasis on the planetary shift and the planetary alignment. And I'm seeing frequency bands that are unseen. Like, we can't see it with our eye necessarily, and your guides are wanting you to focus on that. Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And that could be literal for some of you out there. Literally make sure that you have that option available to you. Make sure that your passport is up to date. Make sure that you are ready for any sort of unplanned trip. Make sure that you have everything in order and that there's not something that would prevent you or slow down a spontaneous trip. But I see this as a spontaneous interaction, a spontaneous idea. Seemingly spontaneous. It will seem out of nowhere and unplanned, and nothing necessarily prompting it, of something that your guide is going to, or a guide is going to communicate to you. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. I'm seeing that the mental block is what is... Is it preventing this? I'm not seeing it as preventing this, but I would say, like, for example, let's say that you're a Gemini, right? Geminis can have the propensity to, in like many different fields of focus, so they try different things, but then maybe not necessarily go to the ends of it. And so there's something that's, it keeps moving back to astrology. So it's something in your natal chart that is giving you the propensity to do something that you need to hone in on and just be proactive and active on not letting that be detrimental to you. So, for instance, in that example of a Gemini, then it's saying narrow your focuses and push through to the end of something that could be very abundant for you, right? I'm also seeing it an example of, well, maybe you're leaning towards the tendency to have insecurity. Well, don't allow those insecurities to override your willingness to try something different, try new things. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So I see this as another reflection of what we're talking about, where it's these frequency bands that are unseen, the hidden knowledge. Believing is seeing, right? So it's faith-based, right? And so your guides are saying that the spontaneous message that you're going to hear from, again, it's the secondary, so it's some sort of secondary guide, some outside, it's an outside ring. That's what I'm saying. So it's like your inner ring is comprised of you and this main guide that I see, and then there's this outside ring, and the outside ring has other high level guides, and it's somewhere existing out there. And it's like once the alignment, there's some sort of alignment that happens. It's like once you clear that frequency in some way, then that energy is going to come through. It's going to be able to penetrate through very quickly. And I don't know, what is it telling you? It's some sort of divine truth. But when I try and focus on it, what it's showing me again is an axis and the planetary alignments. And again, it repeats back to like when you were born. So it goes and the planets align and a certain frequency exists where something's able to come through very easily to you. And it's enriching. It's prosperous. It's almost like, kind of like, if you had, like writer's block, then all of a sudden, like, everything's being able to be seen more clearly. At the bottom of the deck, we have the devil here. I'm seeing it more as a focus on action versus inaction and doubt, like self-doubt, and just being preventative so that you don't let self-doubt allow itself to bleed into inaction. We have the Five of Wands. Why I feel, again, this internal, it's an internal conflict. And I'm seeing this also, these are like the frequency bands I'm talking about, where it's moving. It's like the planetary shifts and the bands are moving in order to be more, I don't know, like set to where it needs to be. We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like the next one I'm going to pull is going to clarify this. So we have the Moon. Again, self-doubt. Okay. And then the next one I pulled Two, because I feel like they're saying two is it. We want you to see the last two. The Seven of Wands and the King of Swords. Well, I do see that the King of Swords is where your guides want to encourage you to maintain your energy, look at things fairly, try not to get too far into your head. It's good to have a practical approach, and not to let your fears dictate your decisions. Don't let your it's like a misrepresentation. Like, don't let your fears misrepresent you. Don't let that prevent you from moving towards your goals, because there's going to be an ideal time very soon, an ideal opportunity very, 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 very soon. Think of it like this. Think of it like these two cards. The portal, doors are opening, like the door is gonna open, and you decide to walk through this portal and the journey. Pack your passport now, like prepare for this now. Allow yourself to be ready for this portal to happen, this door to open, so that you are able to walk through it. And just have faith. Just have faith that this is going to happen for you. And the abundance here. Prepare yourself. See, it's a lot of preparation. You might not see exactly right now. And maybe that's where that apprehension is coming from. But rest assured, it is on its way. So don't let that hinder you from preparing for what is rightfully yours. There's enough abundance for everyone. You didn't miss your chance for anything. And they don't want you to miss this window of opportunity. Because this does seem like a pattern where there have been numerous wonderful opportunities for you, and now there's this new opportunity and they really want you to walk through it. So just see this. I'm seeing kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, right? So it's always turning, always turning. So the Wheel of Fortune, they're also showing it with the zodiac. It's very important to mind your astrological placements at the time of you watching this. There's something very powerful there that's affecting this. So that's what I'm seeing for you all, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.